Good evening, I'm Mallory Maddox.
And I'm John Nicely. A series of cold-blooded murders that shocked the Metro 7 years ago this month.
3 teens shot and killed Terry Glinsman as she closed a convenience store on Leavenworth. They also shot and killed Luis Fernando Silva in front of his home.
And they wounded a man at an ATM in Dundee. All 3 teenagers were convicted and 2 were sentenced to life in prison.
But tonight, those life sentences are in question. WOWT 6 News reporter Brandon Scott was inside the Douglas County courtroom where one of the convicted killers sat before a judge today, and Brandon joins us now live.
Mallory, Juan Castaneda was silent as he sat in front of a judge today during an evidentiary hearing at issue whether his life in prison sentence should stand or whether he should receive a new sentence.
Convicted killer Juan Castaneda left the Douglas County Courthouse unsure whether he would spend the rest of his life in prison. 7 years ago, when Castaneda was just 15 years old, he and 2 other teens went on a half-hour shooting spree, killing 2 people and wounding a third. Even though he was still a juvenile, Castaneda was initially sentenced to life in prison for his part in the deadly crimes. But now, Castaneda's attorney, Thomas Riley, tells me his client's fate is uncertain after a 2012 U.S. Supreme Court decision declared mandatory life sentences for juvenile homicide offenders without the possibility of parole cruel and unusual punishment.
The Supreme Court hinged its ruling on research from the American Psychological Association, which found fundamental differences between juvenile and adult brains. Research shows our brains continue to develop until we're in our mid-20s, especially the frontal lobe, the part of the brain most important for reasoning and impulse control.
The Supreme Court ruled since teenage brains aren't fully developed, teenagers can't reason like adults and therefore shouldn't automatically receive adult sentences. Castaneda is one of 17 Nebraska inmates who now have to be resentenced, taking brain development into account.
This was a horrific series of crimes that happened that night within a short period of time.
Regardless of the new science, Douglas County Attorney Don Klein never wants to see Castaneda released from prison.
We'll obviously argue for a long sentence here that coincides with the acts that were done here.
Now, today's hearing was one of several before the actual resentencing, and Klein tells me that the resentencing should be scheduled sometime in the next month or so. Meantime, again, 17 Nebraska inmates could have their sentences changed as a result of this brain research. In Iowa, 38 inmates had their life in prison sentences reduced to 60-year terms as a result of this Supreme Court ruling. John and Mallory.
Yeah, Brandon, and connected to this brain research, any other information you can share about that?
Well, John, I actually sat down with a psychiatrist from Children's Hospital today who has spent a lot of time studying this brain research. I will bring you that interview at 6:30. It's pretty fascinating stuff.
All right, thank you. That is Brandon Scott reporting.